All right, welcome race fans. We are back tonight with the Lucky Dog Sim Racing Truck Series here at Auto Club. Going to be a pretty amazing race here. Coming up tomorrow night, we do have the Xfinity Series here for Lucky Dog. That'll be at Daytona, I do believe, Dwayne. I think they're at Daytona tomorrow night, but don't quote me on that. You'll have to look that up. But anyhow, right now, top of the leaderboard, Vernon Markham. All right, taking a look at the race analytics coming into tonight. 65-degree air temperature, 67-degree track temperature. They're doing 100 laps here tonight. That's 200 miles. Tire window, and any of these are guesstimates. I didn't change anything because I'm really not sure exactly what kind of fuel mileage you're getting or anything. So I put tire window about 30 to 40 laps, and same for fuel window about 30 to 35 laps because they're running 80% fuel. May not be quite that much, probably around 30 laps, so we'll see. 55 mile an hour down pit road. All right, looking at the point standings coming into tonight. Gary Slapinski still holding on to a pretty sizable lead there over Jared Daniels by 71 points. John Henderson in third, 88 points back. John Held in fourth. He's 98 points behind. Gary Ragland in fifth. He is 140 back. Robert DuPont in sixth. He's 142 back. Gary Whitmer in seventh, 143 behind. Jeff Gilmore in eighth. He's 146 behind. Sandy Curtis in ninth, 158 back. And rounding out the top 10 here, dropping 5 positions last week, Damon Cox, 162 points behind the leader. Dwayne?
Also dropping 5 positions from last week, Vernon Markham holds 11th spot. He has 168 points back. 12th is Brian Pierce, 183 behind. Michael Pegg, 13th, 184 back. Ezekiel Rise, 14th, 188 back. Joel Guy is 15th, 197 back. 16th, Tim Racino. He is 218 points behind. George Rincon is 17th. He is 249 back. And then we've got a tie for 18th position between Chris Hogue and Dan Witt. They're both 273 back. And then the biggest gainer last week, Don Davis, up to the top, into the top 20, up 6 spots, 276 points behind the leader.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to see Dirty Don Davis in there in the top 20. That's pretty awesome. Well, Dwayne, I'm going to turn the floor over to you here. You're going to go out and do a couple practice laps here, right?
Yes, sir. I'm going to show you there's multiple ways to get around this track. I'm going to show you the most common first, and then the line I prefer to run. And we're going to see a lot of 2 and 3 wide racing tonight as drivers just can pretty much move anywhere around the track as long as you feel comfortable there. Now, you've got to be very careful on the first lap or two because the truck is very loose. And we've seen some guys in the practice starts here in the pit parties having some issues through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 on those cold tires, spinning out. But as you come into 1, you want to stay in it as long as you can, then dive the truck down to the bottom, ride the white line through, let the truck drift back out to the wall from the apex off. Stay up against the wall, down the back stretch, and then just rinse, lather, repeat. Drive it in as deep as you can, all the way down to the white line. And then let it coast back out to the wall on the way out of the corner so you don't scrub that speed. And that's one way to get around here. But I'm going to show you my favorite line. Not a lot of drivers use this line, but it's definitely one of my favorite. You just kind of hug this wall all the way around the track. Now, it's not going to be the fastest on this timer, but one thing I'm not doing right now is not scrubbing my tires.
Yeah, true.
You can do the exact same thing through 3 and 4 if you feel risky. A little bit tighter turn than 1 and 2. Just keep that high line, get it as close to the wall as you dare. And you can hold a lot of speed coming off the high line here. I look for guys to slowly move up the track as the tires start to wear. And that's how you get around Auto Club.
All right, very cool, man. Well, thank you. Appreciate that, man. It's a big eye opener for a lot of people, I think, to actually watch somebody take a lap around here and see what it's like, you know. And we get to see what it's like and to have you explain it to us. So we appreciate that very much, Dwayne. Thank you.
Yeah, glad to do it.
I was never really that good here. I don't know why. I love Michigan, and it's kind of a sister track, but this track has a lot of different characteristics to it than Michigan does. I know a lot of people say it's kind of a sister track. Yes and no. It's similar. It's the same length, and it's similar in some aspects, but banking's a whole lot different. It's just a different track.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, turn 1 is similar in the fact that you do not want to be on the very bottom on the track. There's a seam in the track, a little black line that you want to be about that seam high. You don't really want to be all the way down on the white line, you know, as the tires start to wear, or if you're side by side. You want to be just a second groove on up. Anywhere in between is fine.
Yep. Well, I think we ought to get somebody up here and talk to them and see what do we got going on here. I was thinking about John Held, maybe get him up here, find out what John's perspective is. John, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, John, what? How you feel about tonight? You feel confident about maybe pulling out a win here?
I feel pretty good about tonight. We got a good truck tonight.
Well, you know, you got to kind of, you're fourth in the points, so you really got to battle hard, don't you?
Yeah, I've been talking about we got to be a little more aggressive at the start to stay close to those guys. But I don't know. You wear your tires out, you're going to fall back. So I don't know.
Sure, I know. I don't know what the secret is here. I've never really been that great. You know, we were just discussing it. I've never really been that good here. I mean, I love Michigan, but I just was horrible here. Don't ask me why, but, all right, well, we'll let you go and wish you the best of luck out there tonight, John.
Hey, guys, have a good broadcast up there.
All right, buddy. All right, well, I don't know. We'll have to see what the secret is. All right, folks, we're going to step away from the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying, so stay tuned.
so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran past, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying's just started. You haven't missed anything yet. All right. Well, so far, who do we got on the top of the leaderboard there?
Gary
Coleman.
Slapinski just took it away from Vernon Markham. Backing up his practice time.
Yeah, I bet you that stung just a little there to Vernon. Maybe.
Bit.
I don't know. Well, how about we find out? Let's get Vernon up here. Hey, Vernon, you got a copy? Vernon. Hello, Vernon.
He might have stepped away for a second.
Yeah, taking that last minute pit stop before race time.
Yep.
Got to do that sometimes, you know.
Oh, yeah. I've done that plenty of times.
Yep.
There's a reason they give you a minute and 30 seconds to get to the grid.
True. That is true. Yeah, but got enough time to wash your hands, too? I'm kidding.
Enough time to wash your hands, but not enough time to shake.
Ah. Chris Hogue says he will not be racing tonight. He was in the room, but he, how do you put it? He said, I have left the race room already, so I will not be racing tonight. No tech issues, just not racing. And hey, Brendan, how you doing?
It looks like Jay Anderson has also left the session as well.
Aw. What did he join for? That's always my question. What are you joining for if you're not going to race? You know, come on, guys, get in there. We need the drivers.
Yeah.
A nice looking truck Damon Cox has got there. I love the autism.
Yeah, looking good.
Award. Yeah, I like that. I always like the autism, the colors that they have and all that. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up qualifying. Coneman will hold on to the pole position. So, all right, lining them up here on the grid. Coneman taking the pole with a 41.157. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Vernon Markham come in second place there. He will start. John Held third. Michael Pegg starting fourth. Dave Bush fifth. Darren Reeser sixth. Jared Daniels seventh. Ray Zercut will start eighth. Robert Bears ninth. And Dirty Don Davis starting 10th. Dwayne, holy smokes.
Yes, sir.
I believe that, man.
Don Henderson will roll off 11th. Damon Cox 12th. Robert DuPont 13th. Gary Ragland 14th. Last car to take a qualifying time. Kenneth Mikesell will start in the 15th spot. Gasman Frank Romulio will roll off 16th. Andy Curtis 17th. Gary Whitmer will roll off 19th. George Rincon in 20th. Thomas Holder 21st. Brian Pierce will round out the field in 22nd.
Yeah, it kind of messed up there, but I usually just call it the way it is, and then if they're there, they're there. If they're not, they're not. But all right, so waiting for Coneman to take the grid. Well, again, I'm going to try it again here. I mean, he's got to be in his car now. He can't be in the bathroom now, right? Vernon Markham, you got a copy?
Oh, that's a big 10-4 there, Rudy.
Well, you had the pole for a bit there, and then Coneman spanked you and took it away. Are you going to be able to do anything with him tonight?
Oh, Cone Man, he's one of a kind there in his speed. So, like I said a couple nights ago, it's going to be a matter of pit strategy, beating him on pit road, and a little bit of luck. I think that's going to be the key tonight, boys.
Yeah, very good. All right, we're going to let you go, buddy. Good luck out there, Vernon. I know you.
Thank you. Hope to see you at the end of the race. How's that?
Yeah, you dropped a few positions last week, so you got to make that up.
Yep, we'll get there.
Try the Dale Jr. line, see what you think.
Yeah, the high line works great.
Yeah, just got to save fuel. That's the key.
Yep. All right, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Well, Coneman does take the grid, so we're off and going.
Yes, sir.
100 laps here tonight, folks. Oh, Chris said he left because he couldn't drive the setup. What? Well, yeah, that's why they have an hour practice.
It is a very loose setup. I will give him that. And these drivers need to be careful on the first 5 laps, because if they are trying to push it too hard and trying to gain too many spots in the first couple laps, they will be going around. We've seen it in practice. I felt it, out there. These trucks are a handful for the first 5 laps. Then they're pretty good from then on. But those first 5 laps on cold tires, really sketchy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready to go racing. Pace car ducks off. Green is in the air. We are underway from Auto Club Speedway.
Don't mind me, Chris. I'm just busting your chops there, brother. Don't mind me. It's all in fun. It's all in fun. All right, here comes John Held to the inside. I don't know, man. He said he's got some work to do. Dave Bush in the middle there. Boy, they were about to go 3 wide for a second there, but boy, he thought better of that. Oh,
yeah. Well, you can do 3 wide here. Sometimes you can do 4 wide, but not in the first few laps. I wouldn't want to do it.
Here comes Michael Pegg looking to the inside of Vernon Markham. You got to do it while the tires are good, and it looks like he's going to complete the pass, so Michael Pegg goes into second. It looked like Vernon might have slipped a little bit there going into 4, wasn't it?
Yes, sir, and we are 3 wide throughout the field right now. 3 wide right now, 12th, 11th, and 13th. They finally get it sorted out. And we're also 3 wide for 5th.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's getting crazy out here right now, man. Oh, man. These guys do know it's 100 laps, right?
They do.
It's not 5 or 10. It's 100 laps.
And they finally get it sorted out. And Michael Pegg is all over Slavinsky right now.
Man. Yeah, look at this stuff, man. That's some good stuff. Even lifting off that lifting off the gas just a little bit there, going into the corner so he doesn't run all over Cone Man. Good job. Jared Daniels into 3rd, coming from 7th.
And you see that wide arc they take into the corner.
Yeah.
That's by design, especially till your tires come under you here. But doing a great job out there all the way through the field as we're 3 wide again back here for 15th.
Oh, my, yeah. Oh, John Henderson in the middle. Oh, get out of that middle. There's a lot of air disturbance in that middle.
Yes, it is.
The only time I used to like going up the middle like that was when you're super speedway racing. We used to call that the sucker hole because it just sucked you up through the middle. You were like 3 mile an hour faster than the guys on the right and the left, and you could just fly up through that middle.
And that's kind of the case here. That's why these guys do it.
Yeah.
You get that little boost.
Yep.
It's almost like hitting nitrous.
I know it. Well, that's why they give you an hour of practice, Chris, so you can get out there and practice it and get used to it. Well, look at this. Jared Daniels has closed right up on those two, and so has Darren Reeser and Dave Bush. We got a 5-car pull away here.
Yes, we do.
Vernon has dropped back to 6th now. You know him, though. He's a big tire saver.
Yeah, he's just taking it easy, not trying to scrub his tires. But I tell you what, you might, and he's also not only tires that he's trying to save there, Rudy. You heard him in the interview. He's trying to save fuel too.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, look at the difference in the lines up front here. Jared Daniels up about a lane off the bottom. And boy, Coneman and Michael Pegg right on the bottom. Darren Reeser and Dave Bush right on the bottom. The difference in lines I think it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and if with this track, it's just run where you feel the most comfortable.
Right.
You can be just as fast on the extreme high line as you can be down on the bottom, and it just depends on where your truck feels comfortable. That's where you need to run it.
Right.
And we're seeing a lot of that here back through the field, from about 8th on back. Just about every driver has a different line that they're running.
Yeah. Wow, look at this pass. Robert Bears passes Vernon Markham, so Vernon continues to go backwards. And that's just by design. I'm sure of it. Vernon says he knows he can, he may not be able to beat Coneman up there, but he can sure give him a tough time. And behind him, Ray Zercut. Man, I'll tell you, this back part of the field here is busy place back here.
It definitely is.
Gasman and Don Davis going at it here side by side. It looks like Gasman will get that position. George Rincon now side by side with Gasman. Up ahead of him here, there's Damon Cox. Up ahead of them, Kenneth Mikesell. He was taking a look to the inside of Ray Zercut, but couldn't make it happen.
And
I don't know.
We've been out here long enough in the run that the tires are starting to wear. The truck's no longer loose, and you're seeing guys start to move around, trying to find some grip, see where they can make a move. And it's going to get more racy here as time goes on.
Well, John Held dropped from 3rd back to 10th. Leaders, they just keep pulling away. Them front 5, they've stretched it out there. Oh my gosh, they're like almost a full second ahead of Robert Bears right now.
Yeah, they're not holding anything back right now.
Well, there's got to be a point, though, Dwayne, where, you've really got to start thinking about the long run on this, aren't you? I mean, you're not going to come to pit road at least for another 20 laps. So how hard can you really push your tires and abuse them like this? How long is it going to be before they're just going to say, no more?
Well, the tires really don't fall off that much here as long as you can keep a consistent line and don't scrub them. And the arc that they're getting into the corner, you see how wide they are out to, they don't dive it down to the bottom right away. They kind of let it float through the corner. And what that does, that saves your tires a little bit from then where you might, at like a Michigan or any other 1.5 miles, you might be scrubbing them off. The wide turns here really allow you to save your tires if you can arc it in there just right. And that's how you see they're doing it at both ends of the track. They're driving it all the way down, almost past the number 1 sign there. They have the markers on the wall to count drivers down. You'll see it there, the 3, 2, 1. Watch how deep into the corner Gary drives it here, all the way to the 2 before he starts bringing it down.
Yep.
And that's by design, and you're just kind of diamonding the corner there, and you're building speed, but also saving your tires by doing that at the same time.
Well, so far, everybody's still on the lead lap all the way back to 21st. Brian Pierce, 5 seconds back to Brian, which is not bad, man. They've really picked up the pace here. Everybody's kind of gotten more on top of each other now.
Yeah, and this is the point of the run. We're 12 laps in. Guys who are feeling comfortable in their ride are going to be moving to the front. The guys who might not be or feeling a little tight or a little loose, struggling, they're going to be going to the back. One of those guys who feels really comfortable out here right now, Rudy, is Kenneth Mikesell. Started 15th. He's up to 9th, and he's looking to get some more.
Yeah, he's yeah. Kenneth, he's a pretty good racer. I'm really surprised he's picked up this many already, even though he is a good racer, but we'll see. We can see what he can do here, if he can maybe break into the top 5 here before we get too much further, or if he's gonna be one of them guys that's gonna wait till later in the race before he really picks it up.
I'll tell you what, one of the guys I'm watching right now, he's been picking them off lap after lap since the drop of the green. George Rincon started 20th. He's working on getting himself into the top 10 here. He's right now in a battle for 12th with or 11th rather, with Damon Cox, and he's making the moves right now.
Yep. Working with battling there with Gas Man right now.
And you see how that truck just slides up the track. Now that's going to scrub his speed a little bit, and the outside line is going to prevail because they have the draft help. And this is one of those tracks where the draft does come into play, especially on the backstretch. It's if you've got a couple of guys lined up, they're going to go by whoever doesn't have the help. And you're seeing that right now as Don Davis joins the draft on that outside line, and he's going to go by.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so wasn't working out that. It was working out pretty good for George, but boy, it's kind of fallen off a little bit now.
Yeah, and I think that's why I've always liked this track, because you get like the combination of 1.5 miles, but it sometimes drives like a super speedway as well, where you need that draft help. You'll see you'll want to make a pass, but then make sure you're in line so you don't get passed right back.
Thomas Holder coming from 22nd to 16th. Looking good.
John Henderson has made an unscheduled pit stop.
Yep, he's come in. That puts him a lap down. And it looks like might have been a lengthy one there, maybe. Yeah, might have been maybe something happened. I don't know. Had some kind of a minor emergency or something. You never know. Nothing's really changed up front here. The top 5 still staying right at it here. Darren Reeder hanging on to 4th. He keeps looking to the inside of Jared Daniels there. And if you notice, Jared, for a while there, was kind of staying up about a lane up off of what everybody else was doing. Now he's kind of moved into staying right in the same track as those front two. So, well, he was there.
Yeah, and everybody's just kind of following in line right now. Nobody's trying to make big moves at the moment. It's only a matter of time, especially as the tires start to wear. Wouldn't be surprised guys start moving up the track, trying to use that outside line. You can build a ton of momentum by keeping it out by that wall, where these guys are having to slow down, take their foot off. If you can brave that outside line, you can keep your foot in it and get by them. But now's not the time to do that. It's still pretty early. We still have 81 laps to go. So look for guys to start trying that out as we get down the race.
Wow. Little contact there between Ray Zerkut and Robert Bears. Wow, Zerkut's truck was just about ready to go sideways. Wow, that was wild. Good save by Zerkut, man. I'll tell you what, that car was going. Truck. Sorry. Vernon Margham's starting to close that gap back up now as we were talking there. beginning of the race, he kind of backed out of it and went backwards, as he always does. And now he's starting to reel in that front five. The tires that he saved, those guys have burned him up a little bit, and he's closed the gap back up now. So the front 9 or 10 here are starting to get bigger.
Yeah, these guys are starting to trail back in the top 10, a little ways back to 11, but these guys have been battling really hard since the drop of the green back here, fighting for every position they can.
Well, if you're just joining us, folks, we've been caution-free the whole way, and Cone Man has led every single lap so far. We haven't seen anybody challenge him for that lead just yet. Oh, man, Zercut way down on the bottom there. I don't know if he was just trying to break the draft of Robert Bears or...
Most likely that's what it was.
Well, Jared Daniels kind of backed it down just a touch. Now let's go in the back here, check on Gary Whitmer. Gary Whitmer, he started 20th, running in 17th. And Gary Ragland right there with him. Gary Ragland started 14th, though, and has fallen back to 18th. Robert DuPont, 19th. And Brian Pierce now 20th. Last one on the lead lap.
John Held looking to get 8th away from Ray Zerkett. Not quite there yet.
What's that?
Oh, I was just saying John Held had a run on Ray Zerkett, but couldn't quite pull it off.
Yeah, John's going to have to figure it out here before we get too awful much further in the race. He's going to have to figure out what he's got to do to get himself back inside that top 5.
I could tell you what he's got to do, but he might not like it.
And ride that high line, huh?
He's got to stick that truck out there and just hammer down.
Yep. I'm really surprised we haven't seen anybody do that yet. You know, I mean, we were talking there about Cone Man following you around the track, and he did the same thing that you did. You went to the high side. So I'm kind of surprised nobody's went up there yet. And here they come. They're coming into the pit road. 25 laps in. And this could be a strategy right here.
Yes, sir. You've got 4 sets of tires. You can change tires 3 times.
Yep.
I'm sure this is a big strategy play on their part. Now, I would say that this is probably not a bad idea. Everybody else is going to have to come in soon, though, because you're about 2 seconds off from when the lap times of when you first started the race. So,
Jared Daniels, he led a lap, got a bonus point. He's not coming in yet.
No, he's going to stay out, try to put these guys a lap down, and hope that he gets a caution. And there he goes.
Wow, Michael Pegg beat he beat Cone Man off of pit road. Holy smokes!
Sure did. And
wow.
If a caution were to come out right now, Rudy, they'd all be trapped a lap down.
Yeah. But Michael Pegg he's in the lucky dog position right now. He's about to get a lot back here, though. Oh, here comes the leader in. Yep, here comes Jared Daniels in. So Vernon Markham following suit.
And that checkup, Cone Man had to check up for the guys going into pit road. That allowed Darren Reeser to swing by him.
Oh, my. Well, that put Sandy Curtis in the lead. Sandy gets a bonus point for leading the lap. Much needed bonus point, too. He committed tonight, 9th in the points. He should be able to pass up Jeff Gilmore. Jeff is not here tonight. The only one out of the top 10 that is not present, so it should be good news for Sandy Curtis to maybe pick up a position or two in the points. And he's continuing to stay out, him and George Rincon. Still got 4 of them out there. Gary Whitmer, Robert DuPont. Those 4 are still out on the... Oh, excuse me. That just changed. Gary Whitmer and Robert DuPont come into pit road. So now there's 2 left.
Yeah, and they really need to get to pit road as quickly as they can. Michael Pegg, last time by, ran a 41.5. Sandy Curtis ran a 43.3. They're almost 2 full seconds off the pace right now.
Yeah, big difference there. I mean, gosh, there's no sense of kidding yourself. You got to come to pit road, you know. Yeah, he's still staying out, though. Man, him and George Rincon.
Well, right now they've got a big gap between themselves and Michael Pegg, 32 seconds as they run right now. That's clearly going to shrink as we go on, but right now their best bet, what they're hoping for, is to stay out there, have these guys get about 10, 15 laps on their tires, and then if they can get a caution, they'll inherit the lead.
Well, you don't think are they going to try to make it on 2 pit stops, maybe?
They might be. It's going to be very close. I mean, they can run the tank out here if they want to. It's going to be close. He might be able to get 5, 10 more laps out of this, and we'll have to see how far he can push it. If you can do that, you're going to be stopping 1 less time than everybody else.
Yeah.
So,
well, they have slowed a little bit, so I think he's trying to save a little bit of fuel.
We've seen it before.
Yes, we have. Many times. But they might be coming in here. Looks like George Rincon has dropped it down. They may be planning on coming to pit road here. I'm not sure. Let's see.
Here they come.
Yep. Well, so they won't be able to make it on 2 pit stops if they're pitting now. Unless they know something I don't.
No, but they'll be close.
Yeah, they'll be real close. All they'd need is a caution, and that would change everything, you know?
Yep.
All right, well, Michael Pegg should inherit the lead.
Yep. Not this time. He's going to have to come around 1 more time to get it. And he has now passed him on pit road.
Yep. All right, well, next time by, he should be able to collect the bonus point. Let's see, Michael is 13th in the points, which I'm really kind of surprised at. But I know he doesn't race a lot of the races, just raced a few.
Yep.
So,
and right now he's got a 1 second advantage over Darren Reeser, and then it's another full second back from Reeser to Cone Man. And Cone Man has some company here. He's got Dave Bush, Robert Beers, and Jared Daniels all breathing down his neck.
yeah, Michael's only raced 5 of the 8 races that they've raced so far. So, yeah, Cone Man could be under fire here. This is interesting here. Robert Bears, Dave Bush, these guys all on top of him. Jared Daniels.
I'll tell you what, this side-by-side racing, this would be the time I'd want to try that high outside line.
Right. Oh man, was that a block there, or Mike?
It was an attempt.
And see, he can see Robert Bears is really putting it to him here, coming up on the high side. He gets that big run, and again, like you said, with them being on that high side, it looks like Bears may get him here, Dwayne.
Yeah. Plus, he's got Jared Daniels pulling him with the draft,
Yep.
so that's going to allow him to get by. Now they could stay up there and still pull away. We'll see how high they keep it here.
And you know, and all in all, I would say Gary's probably still saving a little bit right now. He doesn't really want to go out there and burn up his tires.
Yeah, and you'll see him fall in line here. We'll see if there he goes low. I think the higher line is, especially where Daniels is running right now. If you can pinch a guy like Slabinski down there like that, he can't get that run off the corner, and that forces him to back off. And now he's under fire from Dave Bush, who gets a run off of 2.
This is good stuff. Well, Peg out front. He's out there stinking up the show right now. Well, Cone Man, he led the first 24 laps, and now he is back in 5th place. So time for a new leader, Michael Peg.
Yeah, and if you notice, that lead that Peg had is shrinking. Darren Reeser is catching him slowly but surely, and then because of the draft, from 3rd to 6th, they're running those 2 down.
Right. Yeah, they are. Well, this is one heck of a battle here between these 4. Probably the best battle on the track right at the moment. Man, guys are really putting it down. Vernon Markham, I don't know how long it's going to be before he reels those guys in and joins that. Make it a five truck battle. He's trying though, and Ray Zercut right behind him. Those guys need to get hooked up in the draft together.
And you know what this has done, Rudy? We cycled Brew. John Henderson's back on the lead lap in 13th and fighting for position.
Right.
And this is a 3-car battle back here.
But he will have to pit here long before everybody else.
Yes, he will.
He's at a pit sequence.
Yeah, he can go about 10 to 15 more laps before he's got to make the pit road. He's hoping for a caution to get him caught back on the same cycle.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of got everybody back on the lead lap now. Even George Rincon, which is, I don't know, he must have had a pit road, something happened on pit road or something here. I'm not really sure what, but gosh, he is really off the pace. Because he was up there battling, remember, just a short time ago. He was up there battling for like 10th. And now he is way off the pace. I think he's over half a lap behind the leader.
Yeah, it was probably a pit road penalty that put him back there. I'm not sure. I didn't see it.
Well, Darren Reeser trying to reel in Michael Peg here. Using a little bit of draft. Michael just, man, he is hooked up out in that clean air right now.
I realized what it is, Rudy. Why Rincon's so far back? Remember, he was the last one on pit road. He didn't have a penalty. That's just how much time he lost by staying out.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, he was the very last one.
The wall.
Who was it?
Dave Bush smacked the wall real hard. He's got a lot of right side damage.
Oh my, yeah, I see the numbers are scrubbed off. Oh my gosh.
Coming off of 4, it's really easy to do.
Yep.
And Slabinski gets by Robert Beers on that outside line.
I love the truck though. Hard to beat a Makita.
Yep.
My dad had a Makita drill for over 20 years. Still had the original battery.
Nice.
Yeah. Love
And
that
oh,
thing.
look now, Rudy. Darren Reeser has caught Michael Pegg.
I know it. Yeah, he is really putting the pressure to him. Well, one thing I got to say about Michael, though, Michael doesn't get all, like, giddy about it. He just, he runs the same line. He doesn't try to block or anything. He's not intimidated by it. He knows Darren Reeser's fast, but he's not intimidated right now. Everybody's tires are kind of equal. And even if Darren tried to pass him, he's going to have a difficult time.
And Dave Bush coming to pit road to get that truck serviced.
Boy, I hate it for him. They do have a couple of resets here, though, so why not use them, Just like being out there with a damaged truck.
Yeah, because you're losing more time riding around with a damaged truck than you would be just to come in, get it fixed, and get it back out there.
Hey, DF Williams, how you doing, buddy?
Now, this might not hurt David Bush too bad because we're about halfway through a fuel run, so he's a little bit off sequence, but that's not always a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he does go a lap down, but he does have fresh tires now. And when everybody else pits, then he'll be able to get his lap back.
And being this far into the run, he might even be able to get his lap back the hard way.
Yeah. Well, Coneman has gotten back around Robert Bears and has went into 4th place. But I got to say this, Dwayne. Remember what I was telling you about Vernon Markham? Look at this. He has closed the gap up and joins these other 3 here for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Yep, he's doing a good job.
Yes, sir. He's actually pulled way away from Ray Zercut. John Held, wow, big gap back to John Held. He really has to find a way to get up there inside that top 5. He's 4th in the points, and he needs to maintain that. Gasman having a good night. Started 16th, running in 9th.
Very nice.
Yep, and Gasman into the top 10. Or,
And I knew,
excuse me, Damon Cox.
yeah, and I knew it'd be a matter of time before somebody got up there, Rudy. Damon Cox using that far outside line.
Yeah.
Now he will lose a spot here.
Yep. But it's just so much easier to drive up there, isn't it?
It is. If you want to save your tires, that's really the place to be.
Yep.
And John Henderson back on pit road for his scheduled stop.
All right, yeah. Well, we figured that was going to happen because he is off a pit sequence. And we're not too far from probably about 10 laps here from seeing a lot of these guys coming into pit road for their second pit stop.
Yeah, we'll see if Michael Pegg and company are willing to run that tank dry this time, or if they're committed to the 25-lap split.
Right. Yeah, they got about another 5 laps to go here, and we'll see if he does. If they don't come in, then that was then they kind of tricked us a little there.
Yeah. Well, you gotta try to get in your opponent's head somehow.
Yep, that's right. Wow, Darren Reeser way up high. And Jared Daniels is closing the gap on these guys. He's using the draft to his advantage right now.
And a close encounter there Rudy Thomas Holder got really loose, had to get out of the gas, and almost did get punted by Gary Ragland there. Both those
Ooh.
trucks have a lot of damage. They saved it,
Yeah.
but they are definitely hurting right now.
Yeah, I see the back of his truck is dented in quite a bit. Ow. Yes, sir. And then you said Gary Ragland. Let's see if we can see how much damage he's got on the front here. Don't really see a whole lot of damage. Maybe a little on the splitter.
John Held coming down pit road.
All right, very good. I think we got a couple more laps here, and we're probably going to see Michael Pegg, Darren Reeser. I don't know if Jared Daniels is going to pit with them or not. I don't know.
And now John is pitting at a good time, Rudy. He is in the window. He can make it in one more stop.
Yep.
Well, if they're sticking to the 25 lap rule, they will be in this time.
We're about to find out. But boy, it's heated up here.
Yes, it has.
And Dave Bush now, he did go a lap down, but man, look at the power difference in speed here between having newer tires.
Yeah, it's 17 lap newer tires that he's got over these guys.
Look at that. Wow. I don't know, unless they're good. Yeah, these guys are coming in. All right, they are sticking to it.
25, 25, 25.
Yep, Darren Reeser, Cone Man, Vernon Margham's coming in with them guys. Awesome. That's the way it's done. Yeah, stick with them, Vernon. Well, Jared Daniels retakes the lead here.
Ray Zerkut and Brian Pierce, Thomas Holder all on pit road.
And yep, Jared Daniels is coming in. Yep, he's giving it up. Robert Baird's coming in. Now that may relinquish the lead to Gasman. He may stay out here long enough to lead a lap. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm pretty impressed with these guys, Rudy. We're over halfway. We've been green the whole time.
Yeah. Well, remember last week they ran caution free on Friday night too. That was pretty amazing. It was not till Saturday night when we had a couple of cautions. So because they ran Wednesday night caution free, Friday night caution free, and then Saturday they blew it.
Well, super speedway racing.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
And Gramuglia will inherit the lead here. He'll lead a lap this time by.
Yep, and I think Kenneth Mikesell wants to lead a lap as well. He is staying right there with him. I think he's going to probably try to get by him, or maybe he's just going to stay out there thinking he's probably going to pit, which I kind of thinking Frank might pit here real quick, and he's probably in conversation with Kenneth Mikesell right now, asking him to pit with him, so that way they can kind of stick together, because the draft help here is great.
Yes, it is, and nobody knows that more than Jared Daniels right now, as he just got passed up by Michael Pegg and Gary Sapinski like he was sitting still.
Well, Kenneth Mikesell come to pit road, but Gasman did not. Oh, man, Frank didn't get I don't think he got the memo there. So we still got about 7 guys that have not come to pit road yet, all the way back to George Rincon.
And for George Rincon, he's just hoping to get up here, get the lead, and then get a caution. That's exactly what he needs, because he's kind of in a hole right now. Robert DuPont, Gary Ragland now on pit road.
I'm really surprised Gasman is staying out here this long, because even if he, even if he stops, he's going to have to stop again.
Yeah.
Because there's no way he can make it. I mean, we're too far out,
Yeah, he's going to have to stop, but he's going to try to push it as far as he can and hope that it plays out in his favor. It's really a gamble at this point to be out there this long. And if you remember correctly, Rudy, Dave Bush stayed out. He had to come to pit road early. He's now ahead of Cone Man, and see if he can stay there. I don't know. It's going to be tough. Muglia and Sandy Curtis now on pit road. That will give the lead over to George Rincon. David Bush will be second, and Slepinski third. Slepinski looks low, and he's going to get by older tires here. Now, Rincon can stay out there for about 10 more laps if he chooses to run it dry, but Slepinski's only 3.5 seconds back and closing, especially with draft help right now.
All right, so Rincon's still out there. He does get a lap lead finally, Dwayne.
Yep, and the gang is closing. They're down to 2 seconds. And they're all lined up, ready to go by him when they get there.
Well, look at the power right there. Those 5. Wow, that's the powerhouses right there. Those 5. I look at Jared Daniels taking a look inside, inside Michael Pegg right now, and I don't think he's going to stop there.
No, and if Markham goes with him, they'll have a shot at getting by these two.
It's going to take a little bit of teamwork there.
Here we go. We'll be 3 wide for first in just a moment here.
Holy smokes.
3 wide for second.
Whoa, man. That's awesome. Whoa, Michael Pegg way up high. What the heck was that, Michael?
Gets shuffled out.
Wow, look at this. Now, Jared knows if he can stick with Vernon, in front of Vernon, that's why he keeps pulling out in front of Vernon like that. Maybe they've got a shot to try to get around Cone Man, but other than that, I don't know, man. This is going to be... Oh, wow, Vernon Markham. That was a heck of a save there.
By him and the 2 guys he's racing with there.
Yeah. That was so close, I'm telling you. You know, I'll tell you, I want to go back and look at that. Let's go back and take a look at that from
Your chase will give you the best view.
uh
The far chase.
right there. Holy smoke. How did they not touch?
I don't know, Rudy.
Unbelievable. That was unbelievable.
Never see.
And we got a brand new leader, Jared Daniels, challenging Cone Man there for the lead.
And he'll get him at the line.
Yeah. I know it's early to be battling them up like this because they still got to stop one more time, but holy smokes, man, that was great right there. A good show of power.
And that's Jared Daniels sending a message.
Yes.
You might be fast, but you're not the only one.
That's right. Yeah, sending a message. I like that. Yeah. You might be fast, but
And as long as he can stay between Slapinski and Peg,
yeah.
you know, breaking that duo up, he has a shot.
Yeah, the bad part is he got there with the help of Vernon Markham, and now Vernon, with that close call there with Michael Pegg, has fallen back to the fifth in that line. He's gonna have to figure out something different here, whether he's gonna go with Robert Bears or if he, just gonna wait and see how this is gonna play out here. Bears ain't waiting though. He's going up. He's gonna battle here with Michael Pegg.
Yeah, and I see these guys using the low line, but the high, that's just out of habit. You really, if you're going to make a pass here, you need to get to that guy's outside and just pin him down at the bottom going through the corner so he has to lift. That's really going to be the only way you're going to get by unless they just let you go, as you see Bears do right here to Markham. Just hold him down,
man.
Not let him get that full run up off the track like he wants. And he's going to go by on the high side. That's how you got to do it.
They almost made contact there. I don't know. Gosh,
Almost did.
Yeah. It's so close. Oh, back up front, Cone Man still pulling Jared Daniels along here. Good lead. Let's go back and check on Kenneth Mikesell. Kenneth back in 10th now. Well off the pace, well off behind them guys. 17 seconds behind the leader right now, Dwayne. So I don't know, man. He did pick up 5 positions since the start of the race, but he's not sitting pretty good right now to other than he's going to get a top 10, but getting inside that top 5 may not happen tonight.
Well, if you believe in pit strategy, Rudy, George Rincon just made his final pit stop.
Oh, well, that might be a little early.
They can get 35. We're coming up on 35 to go. He should be able to make it all the way.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see.
Remember, these guys who've been doing the 25 laps, they've been short pitting it.
Yeah.
Some of these guys have been able to stay out here 35 laps before coming in.
Oh, well, yeah, we're going to find out. I hope and pray you're right that, that could have been a good call. At least maybe to get him a top 10 or something, Right. So, yeah, could have been a good call. Well, Gary Whitmer in 19th. I don't know, Becky. I haven't seen Becky in chat tonight. I guess she's not around. So, Dirty Don Davis in 17th. And, man, he would look like he was going to have a great finish here tonight. I know, race ain't over yet. I know. A lot can happen in the next 34 laps. But the toe mater without the tuh. He's running back in 17th without the tuh. Maybe he needed that tuh to get him there, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's an awesome looking vehicle, though, man.
Yeah.
It's funny because what was that? There's a league that they run the cars in, and the guy had the Rusty's car.
Yeah, that's from. I think that's the the Xfinity cars, I think.
Yeah, maybe that's for tomorrow night. Might be. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, it's funny. It's from the movie Cars, you know, with Dirty Don Davis running the Mater truck, and then that guy running the Rusty's car, you know, from the movie Cars. That's pretty awesome. I want that. I forget what year it was. It was like a '63 Chevy Impala or something that Cheech Marin played that car.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was like a '63 Chevy Impala. A friend of mine had one like that.
Nice.
It was immaculate too, all black. Oh my God, it was a beautiful car. Oh. Heg still hanging on to third, got 18 laps led. Cone Man's got 33 at the line here. Nobody's been able to beat that. It could still be beat. He hasn't locked it up here for the most laps led yet.
Strategy update, Rudy. Darren Reeser is on pit road.
Oh, there we go. See, things are starting to... See, now they're inside the window. Any of them could stop right now. Yes. And that could be what Darren's doing. He's short pitting it. Takes less time to fill that tank and get tires, and you're out of there. And that's his final pit stop. Sure, he's going to fall back there and probably, he is going to go a lap down. But these guys all got a pit yet.
Yeah, and he's coming out of pit road right now. These guys are going to be just ahead of him. He'll be able to easily get his lap back before they come in.
Yeah. Yep, 4 tires and a full tank of Sunoco fuel, and he is away. I guess they're still running Sunoco fuel here in iRacing, aren't they?
I believe they are, yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, that used to be the #1 fuel back in the day. Man, if you could get a tank of Sunoco, man, you were golden.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Oh yeah, my cars loved it.
They had some of the highest octane fuel around back in like the early 70s.
Wow. Well, I tell you what.
That was when it was still leaded fuel, though.
Right. I like what Reeser's doing, Rudy. I mean, he's out here running. No one else is pitted yet with him except for George Rincon. And he's ahead of Rincon right now by about 6 seconds. And we'll check the times at the line when he comes by. But these leaders better take notice.
Oh, yeah. Well, Cone Man's about to cross the line here. Let's see what he's... That's going to be a 42.6. And then Darren Reeser, 41.7.
Yeah, full second faster.
Yep. And I'm sure Darren's not really pounding the pavement right now. I'm sure he's probably thinking about saving just a touch. You know, you don't want to get out there and just burn them off right now.
Right. And John Hill, Dave Bush, Gary Ragland, all on pit road.
Yep, making their final pit stop. Dave Bush. Jack up the right side on that Makita truck. 2 tires going on there. And he go around, jack up the left side. 2 more tires going on. Full tank of Sunoco fuel, and he's out of there. Final pit stop for Dave Bush.
And we should see the leaders come down in 2 laps here. Robert DuPont coming in to make his final stop, bringing John Henderson with him.
That's right. These guys should be making their final pit stop right here real quick. Probably next time by would be my guess.
Yeah, next time by, I'll put him coming to 25 to go, and that'll split it up for him. So I would venture we're going to see them on pit road this time.
Darren Reeser's coming up on him. Look at the series. He's going to go by Robert Bears. That's fourth. And he is not done yet. Here he comes up on Michael Pegg now.
Pegg taps the wall a little bit there, coming off too.
Yeah, they need new tires. And, you know, with Darren running high like that, yeah, here they come. They're all coming into pit road. Bears is going to stay out, though.
So put Reeser back on the lead lap. All he's got to do is come back around.
Robert Bears, he just got his first lap led of the race. And well-deserved, too, you know, because he's been racing inside that top 5 most of the race now.
Yeah, he's been right up there with him the whole time.
Yep. All right, Gasman goes into second. He'll have to make another pit stop here in just a few more laps. Well, folks, if you're just joining us, we have been caution-free the whole way. This has been an amazing race. For the truck being as slick out there as we thought it was going to be, Dwayne, holy smoke. Yeah, we got to spin Robert Bears. Robert Bears spins it on pit road coming in. Oh, man.
Darren Reeser just passed up Slapinski. And they're not off of they're not off of the line yet. They're still trying to get up to speed. So
oh boy.
Reeser has the advantage, and he only has 6 lap older tires. That shouldn't be too much of a difference.
Right. Yeah, Slapinski's a second and a half back. Here, Daniels sitting there. Michael Pegg still hanging on. So we're going to have to see how this goes. Gasman, he takes over the lead now. Is Robert Bears. God, man, that was horrible for Robert. Man, he come into pit road, locked it up, and spun it on pit road. I think he wound up having to use a reset because he did hit the wall.
Yeah, it looks like he did.
Yeah, that's a shame because he was running so well. And Dave Bush just went by, too.
All you can do in that situation, Rudy, is regroup, get your tires, get out of there, and hope for a caution.
Yep. Well, last one that's got a pit here is Sandy Curtis. Now, the question is Gasman. Okay, he's on pit road. All right. Yeah, Darren Reeser is going to assume the lead here as soon as Sandy Curtis pits.
And Curtis is going to be about 5 laps shy of being able to make it all the way, Rudy.
Yeah, no, he's really hoping for a caution right now. Well, if a caution come out right now, that would just save his race right there easily.
Yes, it would. And he would be the only driver with fresh tires if in that scenario. So it would definitely work out well for him. Right now, Reeser is 17.5 seconds off. But he is running a full second faster than the leader right now.
Yep. Now, Coneman has closed the gap up on Darren Reeser by about a half a second.
Yeah, but right now, Reeser has something that he was missing before. He's got Thomas Holder in front of him. Holder's just off of pit road. He'll have a draft partner.
Yeah. Very good. With Thomas Holder. Oh, man.
Took the high line, but got a little too high, Rudy.
Yeah, he got really close. He might have brushed that wall. I'm not sure. But
he did. Yes, he did.
That's a shame. Because he could have been a big help for Darren Reeser right there. Now, Reeser's got 3/4 of a second back to Coneman. They're in the draft. Jared Daniels now taking a look to the inside of Coneman. I don't know if what do you think? You think he can do that, or?
It's going to be tight here. He's got to make sure to use all the track to stay with him, and he's got to hope that Holder goes with him.
Well, I think
Holder goes with Slapinski. It's all in the draft.
I think the thing for Slapinski right now to do would be to pinch Jared down to that bottom. Do not let him get up there, and that's going to help slow him up a little bit. But boy, if not, I don't know. It's going to be a battle all the way to the end. And in the meantime, Darren Reeser's loving this. You guys keep battling. I'll keep leading. Well, he hasn't officially led yet, but it ain't going to be long here. Sandy Curtis will be coming in. 14-second lead over Darren Reeser. Wow. A lot.
And if you notice, Reeser stayed high this time, saw the run Slapinski had, and came with him. Now Reeser takes the high side 3 wide for the lead.
Man.
What will be the lead when Sandy Curtis comes to pit road?
Yeah, he didn't fight with them. He knew they've got fresher tires, about 6 laps. I know that don't sound like a whole lot, but 6 laps, could make a big difference.
And Curtis on pit road now.
All right, that'll give the lead back to Cone Man. And if he can lead, let's see, I think, let's see, 20. Yeah. He just clinched the most laps led. Nobody can beat it. Yep. Yeah, because if Jared leads, if he led the rest, he would only have 25 laps. Michael Pegg, if he led the rest, he'd have 36 laps. And right now, Cone Man's got 38. So nobody can touch him. That's the most laps led. We got like George Rincon, he led 3. Got a few onesies out here, that led a lap or 2. Of course, Sandy Curtis there, which he's coming into pit road now. Yeah, he's led 11 laps, or coming off pit road, excuse me. He's led 11 laps. John Henderson back into 12th place. Dwayne has made his final pit stop, and he's looking pretty good right now.
Yes, he is.
He's in an excellent position, along with Robert DuPont and Gary Whitmer. Four truck battle right here, all following Damon Cox right now. And if you notice, Damon has moved high. You're running that Dwayne LaPrade line up there.
I tell you what, it's really to save your tires. That's where you want to run. As if you look at him, Henderson's going to go low and really not going to gain anything.
Right? Exactly. Look at that, man. That's amazing. Yep. Well, I hope that holds up for him. All right, coming to get 15 to go, folks. It's just amazing that these guys have ran the whole night here, caution free.
Yes, sir. They've done a great job.
Jared Daniels hasn't really made a big move to try to get by him. I think Jared, of course, he wants the win. Of course. I mean, that's a given. But I think with everything that, he's got going on right now, Jared, if he just can maintain second, he's got a very big lead over John Henderson. Because John's back in 12th. So if he can just finish where he's at least he'll maintain second place in the point.
George Rincon now goes lap down.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's been out there for quite a while on them old tires. He will have to stop, though, Dwayne. He will not be able to make it on fuel. George Rincon.
He'll be about 3 laps too short.
Yeah. I mean, if a caution come out, that would probably save him a lot, but it's too late now. He's a lap down,
Right.
So Thomas Holder is the lucky dog right now. And Thomas seems to be running very well right now.
And, we've 88 laps in. We still have 16 trucks on the lead lap. These guys are doing a great job. And if I'm Jared Daniels, I'm just sitting there thinking, how can I get to Slapinski's outside?
Right.
Because that's really where you need to go to make the pass. Your instinct tells you I got to be on the inside, but we've seen time and time again that second lane, that right now they're on the bottom, just a half a lane up from that is really where you want to be when you're side by side with someone. That's where you make the most passes here.
Well, I think before we get through this race, we need to do a crank it up here, Dwayne.
I think you're right.
All right. All right, Cone Man still in the lead, has led the most laps. Nobody can beat that. 46 lap, coming to 9 to go this time by. Well, I'm getting some major stutters here.
Yeah, you're starting to break up a little bit on the mic, too.
I am?
Just a little bit. You're fine now, though.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck that... I don't know, maybe my computer's getting ready to crash or something. I don't know.
Let's hope
Weird.
not.
Everything seems to look, it looks okay. Everything looks great, I don't know. Well, Cone Man's not saving anything right now. I don't know.
No.
Did Jared back it down a little bit?
No, I don't think he did. But Cone Man's starting to pull away. I think Jared needs to try to find a different line and see if he can get caught up here.
I'm surprised Cone Man hasn't moved to that high side. Really shocked at that. He needs to try that Dwayne LaPrade line up there. I think it would help.
Well, he's got the lead, so he kind of really just wants to stay what he's doing and force those other guys to catch him.
Right. All right, riding along here on Michael Pegg's truck here on the nose cam, and third spot for Michael after leading 18 laps, and it'll be 7 to go at the line. Well, we did take 7 to go. Yeah, there we go. Vernon Markham now fourth, and it doesn't look like he's going to get there for this win here, Dwayne. He's just going to have to settle for fourth, I guess.
Yeah, but a top 5 is still a top 5. You take it any time you can get it.
Yeah. Oh, he commended tonight 11th in the points. It should put him back into the top 10.
I would agree, yes.
Especially Jeff Gilmore's not here tonight. And a few of the other guys that were ahead of him in the points are way behind him on the track. So I'm going to say he'll probably pick up maybe 2 to 3 positions in the points. So well into the top 10 again. Aaron Reeser.
Right now, the top 3 are the closest trucks for battling position-wise on the track.
Yep. I wonder if Michael Pegg's going to try maybe a last lap pass. No, he ain't even going to wait till the last lap. Here he goes.
Nope, he's going to do a 5-lap to go pass.
Yeah.
But Daniels is able to pinch him down. Still hasn't cleared him yet, but he does have the draft help with Sapinski.
Wow, Michael, I don't know. They're coming really close to one another there. Boy, I'll tell you what, Jared is not wanting to give him that position, is he?
No, he does not. And if he can hold him down there and not let him get clear, he'll be able to fight back by as coming off the corner, and he does. If you notice, Lipinski is holding it down, not up against the wall, trying to give Pegg the draft.
There he got him. Michael Pegg got it.
A little bit of teamwork there from teammates. Without that draft from Slipinski, I don't think Pegg makes that pass.
I'll tell you, Jared Daniels, man, what a racer he is. He is. It seems like all the series now, he is a factor in every race, isn't he?
He certainly is.
Gosh, man, I'm telling you, he's there. His presence is well known. Be 3 to go at the line this time by. And Cone Man right now, let's see. Be 56 laps he will lead tonight. If he leads the rest of them. Unbelievable. I got to give it up to him, Dwayne. Man, what an impressive run. Again, we see Gary Slapinski out here just, wow, putting on a shellacking.
Yes, sir. And right now, it's his race to lose.
Heck, I don't think it's getting down to the point where I don't think there's any shellac left in the world.
I don't know.
Because Gary keeps burning it all up.
Yes, sir.
Coming to 2 to go this time by. Are we going to get caution free again this week? Holy smokes.
I'd put my money on it.
Yeah, Vernon Markham, he's there, and he has reeled him in a little bit, Dwayne, but it's not going to be enough.
No, 2 to go.
Yep. A little late here to the party. How about Ray Zercut? Boy, Ray done excellent here tonight. 6th place. Robert Bears has held on to 7th. Dave Bush, 8th. I was worried about Dave there for a while when he got to be a lap down. Gasman, 9th place for him after starting 16th. And John Held is going to break into the top 10, so that should help him hold on to 4th in the points. And we're coming to get the white flag this time by, Dwayne.
Yes, we are. Here we go. White flag in the air one more time around for Gary Slapinski. And he doesn't have anybody in front of him. Lap traffic is not going to play a factor tonight. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. And for the second time this season, Gary Slapinski makes it 3 wins in a row to get his 6th. He takes the checkered flag at Auto Club.
Wow, what a win, man. I'm telling you, that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. I don't know what you can say more about Gary Slapinski, man. He is just on it every single race that he races.
Yep, and that's why he's got such a big lead in the points.
All right, we're going to get him down here. I want to get him down here and make sure he's going to do his burnout. All right, Gary, make sure you do your burnout, brother.
Oh, yeah, she's coming.
And make sure the top 3 do not get out of their cars. Do not. I repeat, top 3 do not get out of your cars, please. That way you're on the track. All right. Well, Gary, as you're burning them down here, wow, 56 laps you led here tonight. Just an absolute shellacking. Again, I just said the whole world's running out of shellac because of you. Tell us what this means to you to win an auto club here tonight.
Feels really awesome. It's really hard to win here. It really is.
Yeah.
Michael looked awesome out there. Let me tell you, if he was out in front, I wasn't passing him. He had something. It's unfortunate he had a little bad pit stop there.
Well,
got him behind.
We were watching during practice there. Of course, Dwayne was on the track with you guys, and he had moved up the track and tried that Kyle Larson line up there close to the wall. I'm kind of surprised you didn't use that a little more.
I'm a bottom feeder, I guess. I didn't really try it, but I mean, if you get it up trucks, it will definitely it worked. I mean, it definitely worked because they did it on me and it worked. You know, once you get a couple trucks up there, most certainly they can make that outside line work.
Darren said it wasn't or Dwayne, he said it wasn't really super fast, but you could hold it to the floor. You never left. Didn't you, Dwayne?
Yeah, you can hold it out there as long as you got the draft. You can really make some moves if you got a partner.
Yeah, I was just afraid I was going to burn off my right front. Every time I went up there, I seemed to burn off my right front a little bit more. I figured those last 10-ish laps were kind of going my favor, but it's so hard to pass here, so that's kind of questionable with that.
Oh, yeah. Well, man, great run here tonight. This is just an absolute amazing race. Caution free again this week, last week, and this week. Caution free.
Oh, yeah. Caution free. These guys did an awesome drive out here. Absolutely.
Well, Jared Daniels was giving you a tough time there toward the end, but I think he just kind of ran out of stuff there at the very end. You kind of pulled back away a little bit, and he was trying. Michael got around him, but he was giving you a tough time for a while there.
He is an awesome race car driver. Let me tell you, out here. I'm just honored to come out here racing with him, and he did an awesome job tonight.
Yeah. You guys have got a pretty stacked field here, tonight, man. It was great racing. Everybody was racing so good around the track. So, all right. Well, before you go celebrate this win here, Cone Man, who you got to thank for this?
Well, I'd like to thank you guys. You guys do an awesome job out here. I appreciate that. MaxspeedTV. I like to thank all the hard-working soldiers out there, out there doing what's going on out there right now. I'd like to thank my family, all these guys out here, and my teammates.
All right, brother. Well, go celebrate that win, and we'll see if you guys can make another caution-free race next week.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right.
Hey, I got something to say real quick before Cone Man goes. I just want him to know that it's so frustrating racing him that when I see cones on the street when I'm driving my car, I make it a point to run them over.
Watch those in Home Depot. Don't pull them off the shelf. Get in trouble.
All right, Dwayne, you got second there?
Yes, sir. Caught up to Michael Pegg. Michael, man, you had a run for it. You got by Jared there late, and it's going to be a great points night for you. Should get you back into the top 10. Talk about your racing a little bit out there.
Man, it was tough. I thought it was clear sailing. I looked up. Here's Gerald. Here's Vernon. I was like, oh, here it's game on now. Man, those guys are incredible. It was hard racing. Hats off to everybody. Lucky Dog. It was incredible out there tonight.
Did you ever think you guys could go 100 laps caution free?
It was tough. We were close there. We were banging fenders there. I was worried there for a couple laps. We were real close.
Yeah, now the truck was really loose on the early runs there until you got about 5-6 laps on it. How'd you guys manage to power through that and not spin out, cause a caution?
That's where I got behind at. I got the last pit and got loose 2 laps in a row. It's like a fish. It just wants to come right around on you. The more you let off, the more it wants to come around.
Yeah, absolutely. And you did a great job saving it. Well, you guys are off to Martinsville next week from the big tracks down to one of the smallest. How do you feel about your chances there?
Pretty good. I'm not racing.
Well,
I like the big, fast, loose tracks. I'm not into that short, tight stuff. It's too aggravating.
All right. Well, we will let you go, but before we do, who do you got to thank for second place tonight?
Man, I want to thank the regulators. I want to thank Jared. He was hard racing out there. Everything is clean. It was great. It was awesome. All my teammates, the regulators, Lucky Dog, everybody that comes and shows up. It's pretty incredible, guys. These guys are awesome. We've worked hard to put this together. You guys are incredible. Can't thank you enough. MaxspeedTV, Dwayne, Rudy, you guys are awesome. My wife
Thank you, sir.
Tracy and Cash, and my dog Molly.
Heck yeah.
All right. Well, we will let you go. Again, congratulations on second, and good luck whenever you decide to race again. Rudy, you got third?
I do. Jared Daniels, man, what a race, Jared. I thought maybe you were going to have second showed up, but Michael had second thoughts about that. So tell me about the racing out there and what you could have maybe done different to get by Cone Man. Besides hook him.
Yeah, I was going to say wreck him. That'd have been about it. I'm telling you, it seems like when I get in this truck on Fridays, the only thing I'm thinking about is how am I going to beat Cone Man tonight? And
yep.
I try and I try and I try. I think I got beside him. I even got my nose ahead of him a couple of times, but he stuck in there. That when you get somebody below you, if you just stay that one lane up or whatever, and you give each other room. Like the good thing about it is we gave each other room. Me, him, Michael, Vern, all those guys. We gave each other room to race. So, I tried everything I could to get around that guy, and I'm telling you, I have nightmares of cones when I go to sleep because I just can't seem to get around him.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, I know Gary. Gary's, I'll tell you what, man, one of the toughest guys in iRacing that I have ever seen to try to beat, try to outsmart him. That's the whole thing. Outsmart him on pit road is just like unbelievable, because the guy's on it every single time.
Yeah, tonight didn't present an opportunity to outsmart somebody in the pits because it ran caution free. We broke it up into 3 stops. Of course, that did cross my mind, maybe pitting early. I did stay out a lap later than them on the first 2, and then I came down on pit road on my own on the last one, and I think he saw me and he dipped down 2 to come with me. So, really, strategy didn't really play much into anything tonight. It was all on the track. It was hard battling. It was racing. It was trying to keep the tires on it. And top 3, we all did a good job of that. I just wore him out there at the end trying to get past him, and and Michael was able to drive around me.
Yeah. Well, how you feel about Martinsville next week?
Well, pretty good. I won Martinsville the last time we were there.
Okay.
So if I can have another showing like I did the last time, I'd like to go 2 for 2.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we wish you the best of luck on that one. You might need it, with this crowd. I'm telling you, these guys are on it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, who you got to thank for your third place then, Jared, before you go?
My wife, as always, God for my health, all the men and women who serve our countries, both home and away. The Lucky Dog League for putting this on, Can-Am Racing, all my teammates that were here tonight, and MaxspeedTV for showing everybody how fun it can be to come out here and battle on these tracks.
Yes, sir. Well, we got a few people in chat there congratulating all of you. So go celebrate that third, Jared, and we'll see you next week at Martinsville.
All right, Rudy and Dwayne, you guys have a good night.
All right, buddy. You too. Yeah, come on here. Things ain't cooperating with me too well. All right. Taking up the results here. Cone Man coming home with the win. Gary Slapinski, another win. He chalks up on the belt there. Pretty good job. Michael Pegg coming in second. Jared Daniels third. Vernon Markham. Wow, what a power move for Vernon. He still comes home 4th place, so great job. Darren Reeser, top 5 after leading a few laps, so good job by him. Ray Zercut, great run here tonight for him. That is 6th place. Robert Bear, 7th. Dave Bush, 8th. Gasman, Frank Gramuglia will finish in 9th, and John Held holds on for a top 10 finish. Dwayne?
Gary Whitmer will bring it home 11th. Damon Cox 12th. Dirty Don Davis will bring it home 13th position. Sergeant Brian Pierce will bring it home in 14th. John Henderson 15th. And Robert DuPont will get the 16th finishing position, the last truck on the lead lap. Thomas Holder will finish in 17th, 1 lap down. Gary Ragland 18th. 19th, Sandy Curtis. Kenneth Mikesell will finish in 20th place, and George Rincon rounds out the field in 21st position.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer about George there. Oh my gosh, I really thought he was going to have a good run tonight. He did lead some laps, but man, to getting a lap down or a couple, well, he was actually, a couple laps down there, 5 laps down. Dang. All right, well, congratulations again to Cone Man here, Gary Slapinski. Dwayne, thank you so much for helping. Appreciate that, buddy. And folks, we'll be back tomorrow night with the Xfinity Series at Daytona. So stay with us tomorrow night, man. It's going to be an awesome, awesome race. So thanks for watching. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.